Want to find Skavik before we're too old to shoot straight? We're gonna need local help.
Got someone particular in mind?
I happen to know the perfect guy. There's a gambler named Darmus Pollerin who keeps tabs on everything worth knowing about Coruscant. Good man. You'll like him.
What else do you know?
Vidu called him an information broker. When Darmus isn't playing Sabak, he buys and sells the kind of answers we need. I still have Vidu's hollow-frequency contacts, and Darmus is one of them. Give me a second, and we'll talk to the man himself.
Corso, is that you? It's been too long, you rascal. What brings you to Coruscant?
A friend and I are in a real bind. Is there a place we can meet you?
Of course. Come to my private cantina booth. I'm here now, winning my 10th hand of Sabak against a very persistent Rhodian. Hope you don't mind the occasional blaster fire. The cantina is in a rowdy part of Coruscant.
Sounds like my kind of place.
Do you know how to play Sabak? If not, I'll teach you. It's the favorite game around here.
Keep your comlink channel open, Darmus. I've got some bad news about Vidu. I'll bring Darmus up to speed while we travel, Captain.
Don't tell Darmus anything he doesn't need to know.
You got it.
Ah, you're here. It's a great pleasure to meet one of the Republic's finest. I admire anyone who charges into an active volcano full of separatists and comes back alive.
Technically, I didn't know it was active when I blasted in there. Not that it mattered.
My point is, you have a talent for beating the odds. People respect that. I represent Venara Kale, Senator of Coruscant. She not only speaks for our capital world in the Galactic Senate, but oversees this planet's government. Senator Kale leads the effort to rebuild what was destroyed during the Sith Empire's invasion. Healing those old wounds has been slow and painful.
You're here collecting credits for the reconstruction. Is that it?
A person with your skills can provide more substantial aid. This world faces many a crisis. A shattered infrastructure, a booming refugee population, whole sectors descending into anarchy. All of these hinder the rebuilding. Senator Kale believes you're specially qualified to deal with a dangerous and urgent threat. She'd appreciate the favor of a meeting. Immediately.
Senator, huh? My time isn't cheap.
Arrangements will be made to ensure that you feel properly compensated. Senator Kale is the greatest leader we've had in decades. She'll not only rebuild this world, but the rest of the Republic with it. Speak to Minister Imo at the Senate Tower. Tell him you're expected. Good luck, and welcome to Coruscant.
Coruscant sure is good at making a fella feel small. I guess it's kind of inspiring.
Bemerati Ivo, Semper Finst Jun, Nisan, Dumul Ganyor Nal.
Thank you for coming on short notice. I'm Senator Venara Kale. Forgive my abruptness, but time is a luxury I don't possess. As you may have heard, Coruscant is overwhelmed with refugees fleeing Imperial tyranny. Many have been here since the war. The refugees took over the old galactic market sector, huddling in shops and warehouses that were abandoned during the sacking of Coruscant. They refused to leave.
There has to be a better place for these refugees to live.
We've offered to resettle them off-world, but they're demanding to remain here. As so often happens when fear and poverty dominate, a criminal element has risen to take advantage of the situation. The Migrant Merchants Guild began as a political advocacy group for refugees. Over the years, it transformed into a ruthless and murderous criminal syndicate.
As if these people didn't have enough problems. Now they're being controlled by gangsters.
These criminals exploit the very people their guild allegedly protects. They rule through intimidation and extortion. The Migrant Merchants Guild has grown increasingly hostile and violent. Their criminal enforcers have acquired military-grade weaponry. Earlier today, their thugs took to the streets. They attacked our security personnel, set fires, began rioting. We're facing an armed insurrection.
A battalion or two of the Republic's finest will solve that problem.
A full-scale military response is out of the question. The collateral damage would be more than we can bear. For generations, the old galactic market was Coruscant's central trade hub. Its importance isn't merely economic. It's a symbol of the Republic's freedom. The comm channels are jammed. We've lost contact with our security forces. I need your help ending this crisis. The criminals must not win.
Leave everything to me, Gorgeous. When the bad guys are all gone, I'll take you out for dinner.
That's a generous offer. We'll discuss it later. Do whatever you must to save innocent lives from that criminal filth. Find my security chief, Captain Winborn. He'll help. Good luck.
I greet you on behalf of the great and noble Senator Dolly Burbark. I have the honor of being his senior page. The Senator sent me as his representative, though he'd prefer to be here himself. He loves to walk among his people.
If your senator wanted to be here, he'd be here.
Oh, he does. He stopped here on his way to the spaceport last year. He even waved at some of his admirers. Today, the Senator sent me to find brave and loyal citizens to help with a security crisis. It involves his work to restore the Republic to glory by re-establishing our technological superiority.
Give me all the details.
Absolutely. Senator Bark believes technology is the key to strengthening our military and re-establishing our healthy economy. Recently, the Senator arranged to acquire a shipment of computer chips, advanced hardware that could create whole new industries for the Republic. Unfortunately, the shipment was hijacked by the Migrant Merchants Guild. Now, Republic security is afraid to take on the Guild's thugs.
You're looking for outside help.
Exactly. The Senator says this issue is really over security's head anyways. Recovering the shipment of chips from the Guild would be a great service to Senator Bark and the Republic.
Is Senator Bark paying for this?
Yes, of course, your fee. In his generosity, the Senator has promised to personally reward anyone who helps. To find out where the Guild has hidden the Senator's shipment, you'll have to speak with Security Captain Denel Zahn. He ran the investigation. Then return the shipment to Senator Bark's office in the Senate Tower. I'm sure he'll want to thank you personally.
Even the cantinas here are big. Dharma says this is the best watering hole on the planet.
Welcome, my friend. I'm Darmus Polarance, a back player and information resource without equal.
You seem to have a lot of female admirers.
Women seem to find me irresistible. Just one more way, I'm an extremely fortunate man. Sorry to hear about Vidu. He was a man of refined taste and a terrible card player. I'll truly miss him. Life is like Sabak. The trick is to quit while you're ahead and enjoy your winnings. Exactly how I'll spend my twilight years.
Best of luck to you.
Who needs luck? With the right preparation and a flexible strategy, a man can be ready for anything life throws at him. Even death. Now, I know this isn't a social call. Corso says you have troubles, and I'm prepared to help.
A man named Skavik stole my freighter and brought it here.
Corso mentioned a cargo hold full of stolen blasters, and the infamous Rogun the Butcher, too. My sympathies. Skavik is well known in the galactic underworld. He's earned death sentences across the galaxy for everything from armed robbery to kidnapping. He's known to be in the Sith Empire's pocket, and he even cheats at cards. I'm happy to help you find him.
If there's one thing I hate, it's a card cheat.
In my book, if you can only win by cheating, you shouldn't be playing the game at all. Soon as Corso mentioned Skavik's name, I alerted all my best informants. I'm getting some interesting leads.
What did I tell you, Captain? Darmus can find out anything. We'll have Skavik in no time.
And how much do you want for your information, Darmus?
Nothing, my friend. I couldn't live with myself taking advantage of a man who lost his starship. Skavik recently used the services of a data slicer named Kixie in the Migrant Merchants Guild headquarters. Quite talented, I hear.
I'll say this. The man has a way with women.
I don't think it's a romantic relationship. Skavik doesn't convert with aliens. Even near humans like Kixie. Kixie might be able to help you flush Skavik out of hiding. Be careful, though. The Guild is well armed and doesn't like outsiders. Excuse me, but I noticed some delightful young ladies in desperate need of attention. Duty calls.
I'm desperate, Mal.
I wish I could help, Nick. I really do, but I can't spare the manpower.
Is this what the Republic has been reduced to? Indifference to the suffering of aliens?
Rely on a good blaster, not bureaucrats.
That's easy for a hardened mercenary to say. But we are peaceful merchants. It is apparently also our misfortune to be aliens. For us, there is no justice. We are ruled over by gangsters who call themselves the Migrant Merchants Guild. While Republic security...
Nick, none of you should be living here. We can't guarantee your safety. You know that.
Our homes were buried under rubble during the war. Not our fault the businessmen here are all crooks.
Is there some way I can pitch in?
I don't know. Things are not well at all, and I do so need someone. The Republic considers us squatters and wants us out. The Migrant Merchants Guild claims to protect us, but all they do is exploit us. Now, the Guild has kidnapped my mate Rhea and put her to work as an entertainer. Rhea, forced to dance for the pleasure of scoundrels.
You should have mentioned that earlier. Is kidnapping common?
The Guild does whatever it wishes. They are worse than Huts. Given Republic Security's apathy, what is an honest merchant to do?
For goodness sake, Nick, give it a rest.
There's no telling what humiliations and depravities Rhea's been forced to endure. My beloved is worth a great deal to me. Bring her back and I'll reward you handsomely.
All right, I'll do it. I always was a sucker for people in love.
Thank the ancestors. I cannot express what this means to me. Rhea is being held with the other dancers in the guild headquarters. She's a beautiful Nautilin with lovely green head tresses. I'm sure you'll know her.
In accordance with Security Force Regulation 1195, conversations with non-security personnel are to be kept to a minimum. Let's make this quick. I'm Captain Denel Zahn. Senator Bark's page ordered me to give you information regarding the Senator's stolen goods.
Where can I find the shipment?
Look, I don't work for him. If you want that information, we're gonna have to come to an understanding. Did the Senator's crony tell you where the shipment came from, or what these computer chips are for?
This is just business, got it?
All right, I get it. You should still know the truth, though. The chips are from planet Ryloth. They're designed to operate remote-control slave collars. Under Republic Law 4412, Rylothian slave collars and the chips used to make them are illegal in Republic space, even for senators.
Those chips must be worth a pile of credits.
The Migrant Merchants Guild wouldn't have stolen them otherwise. Our immediate problem is that these slave collar chips are spread around the Migrant Merchants Guild headquarters. First priority is get the shipment together again. After that, bring the chips back to me and I'll make sure they're destroyed.
You intend to prosecute Senator Bark for this?
Not up to me. My superiors will decide how to proceed with the case. Find the chips and get out of the guild warehouse. Once you've got everything, I suggest you let us deal with the shipment, not the Senator.
You're having a shoot off the street? And here I thought coursing wouldn't be any fun.
Cut power to the whole blasted planet if you have to. We can't let those crazies take over the network.
Captain Winborn? Senator Kale said you need backup. What's the situation?
We're getting cut to pieces down here. We're not trained to fight an army of killers. These gangsters are smart, organized, clearly trained off-world. They'll kill thousands. Might even destroy the Senate Tower.
Get your men back, Captain. Let me handle the criminals.
It's not that simple. They came here with a plan.